What's up, guys? This is Clint, and we're gonna unbox my wife's bike. She looked far and wide for a hot pink 29-inch BMX bike. Apparently those don't exist. Apparently there's not really anything out there made for ladies to go riding with their husbands. So that's my rant right there. So she had to settle for orange, and framed Plaintiff right here makes one that she likes. So let's put it together, see what it looks like.
Yeah.
So here's the front wheel. Looks pretty nice. Black on black. We'll have to get that reflector off there. Big glowy. So there's a little direction thing here. You want your wheel rolling the way it shows. So these little guys here, the bigger one, but yeah. All right, so these go down, turn, and go into there, into the notch. Cool. So apparently the guys at Framed sent us this little cool tool to put the bike together with that's helpful to know first. So dig through the package a little bit, find your tool to put the bike together with, then you won't be searching around the house for the tools like I was.
What? The tool? Oh, I know, right? Go around on here.
All right, so what we've got here, once we got the bars put on and we got the front wheel put on, we realized that the neck is twisted a little bit from being straight. So you want to check that, and you want to make sure that you loosen that up correctly and then tighten it down correctly like this. Okay, so looking at this here, and right out of the box, as I tighten down the wheel, everything looks solid down here. These are good. These are good here. They're all lined up and even. And I come back up top here, and I've got this strange difference in gap here. So I'm going to investigate how to get this gap to be correct. Okay, so earlier we had a little bit of a gap difference. The wheel was just not set down incorrectly because I had not flipped it over like this to install the front wheels or wheel. I would do this to make sure that the axle seats all the way down into the forks, and then of course your wheel should sit correctly with the correct spacing on either side centered in your forks. All right, so we have the forks on the bike facing this way. Now I did see one of the guys on one of the YouTube videos I was watching, a young kid, maybe a British kid, English kid, maybe, I don't know. He had his forks on backwards. So these should be facing forward. That's something about the geometry of the rider and about the pressure to be completely over your handlebars. And your forks should be facing forward in this kind of a way. I saw that his were turned around and he was riding. His forks were installed this way. Now, I don't know if that's for a wheelie purpose or maybe it gives you an added edge wheeling because he was a hell of a wheelie guy, but that's just kind of how the overall bike and geometry should look, is like this. Exodus here needs to be brought down. Need to loosen this down, and you know, the frame bike, all the raw metal is kind of cool, gives it that kind of a hardcore look. It's not all finished and perfect like a lot of the bigger bike brands, but they'll get there. They will. Okay, so this comes apart like this, making it a little bit easier for us to put our seat together. And then it has the adjustments here, as you can see. Right. A little tricky, take some dexterity here.
There we go. My finger up through there. Oh, this is good.
Okay, so we want to get this seat adjustment here so it kind of holds you on. If you get it too far forward, it'll kind of try to dump you off. And I know Jessica likes it, so it's a little bit more held on.
Let's tighten up. Let's try that.
All right, so one tool trick is that with one of these small kind of Allen wrench universal style tools, if you open the tool the correct way, when you slide this up in here, you're gonna have more clearance in this way. If you accidentally forget and you open the tool up the wrong way, okay, one, it's kind of tricky, but let's say you do it and you open up wrong way, you're gonna get this in here and there's no clearance. You're gonna scratch up your paint. So remember, you know, the tools are supposed to be used a certain way, and experiment, make sure you have it the correct way before you get really crazy on your tightening. The forks are free! Oh. Should we take the chain guard off? Let's ask. Hey, should we take the chain guard off? Yeah. Okay. It's coming off.
Either way. Doesn't look dorky with.
Yeah, but
They make it hard to take these off.
we'll put it back together in case we sell it on eBay. They're great. You should have reflectors on your bike, unless you're an adult and you can make those decisions for yourself. So we're taking them off. There we go, clean. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we got some black pedals here. They even have little markings on them. Left, you see that L is for left, and R is for right. Now let's figure out on a bicycle which side is left and which side is right. Here's the left-handed side. It's a reverse threaded side, so that when you're pedaling, your pedals actually stay tightened. In the beginning, probably when they were inventing bikes, the pedals might have kept popping off because they were threaded right hand, and maybe the opposite side just kept popping off because it would unthread itself. So that's why they do this. So you have a left-hand pedal from the back of the bike is on the left-hand side. So this is the right-hand side pedal, and it threads in standard to the right, like normal would be. Of course, I'm on the opposite side of the bike, so it's my left right now, but if you were threading it in, it would go righty-tighty. Check your cranks to make sure they're tight. These are great. All right, so your back brake handle, right out of the box, this is aiming like straight down. So if you were riding, standing up, straight down hills kind of deal, that'd be cool. But for the leisurely style riding we do, I'm going to adjust this out a bit by loosening this underneath and just rotating it up a little bit. That'll be easier for Jessica to ride with. Need a little air. What do you think? Does it look good? Pretty cool 29. always best to slow test ride your bike in case, you know, maybe something didn't get hooked up right. You go bombing down a hill and wreck, this is the best way to test ride it. So here it is, the 29 framed Plaintiff. It's a good bike for a low-end bike. It has all the look and style that you're going to want without spending a ton of money. Yeah, I think it's going to take a little bit of adjustment and a little bit of, you know, maybe some customizing to make it how she wants, but I think it's a great bike for the money and for what we do for riding. Thank you for watching. Hey guys, by the way, the link is in the description of these videos for my music. So if you want to check out some of my music, I do a new album every year and I have since I was 15. So yeah, hope you enjoy it and check it out.